What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, the World Boxing Council, better known as WBC, President Mauricio Sulaiman decided that it was a good idea to go after undefeated three-division champion, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, and reigning WBO welterweight world champion, top 5 pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, and future first ballot Hall of Famer, superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is now 33 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. Because Devin Haney is going back and forth with his biggest rival, newly crowned WBC welterweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, King Ryan Garcia. Because Ryan Garcia made a statement not too long ago where Ryan Garcia stated this past Saturday about him testing positive for performance enhancers, because that's the fact. He tested positive for PEDs, and the fight got overturned. We know the rest. Ryan Garcia did an interview in which he said, I look great against Mario Barrios, and all of a sudden I'm back on steroids again. So people was like, Ryan Garcia slipped up and said that, and admitted that he was on steroids, and etc. Ryan comes out and says, no, I was just saying I had a great performance, and then all of a sudden people saying I'm using steroids again, right? They didn't say that against Rolly Romero. I understand what Ryan was trying to say. Devin Haney was going back and forth with Ryan, and Devin Haney stated, you're a cheater, peg user, period, right? To that, they were going back and forth. Devin Haney states, Ryan says, I'm with the WBC. I just got tested yesterday. I'm in the clean boxing program. Devin Haney responds and says, I was with the WBC for years and didn't get tested. Mauricio Sulaiman now responds and says, what do you mean, champ? Why would you throw the WBC under the bus? What we have to do with it? You've been getting tested. Devin Haney exposes, I do my own testing out of my own pockets. Unless there's a fight in that 8-week period, there is no testing from the WBC. And that's news to me. I post my own, I do my own testing, and I post my own results. And so Mauricio Sulaiman is stating that, he's trying to take credit for Devin Haney doing testing 365. And Devin Haney is saying, in that 8-week period when we got a fight, the WBC will be responsible for the testing. Outside of that, I'm trying to make a change in the sport of boxing where testing is 365, like the WBC claims they do year-round testing. Clearly they don't. And Mauricio Sulaiman is complaining that, and trying to make it seem as if they do testing. So he goes, Devin Haney been tested under the WBC over 70 times. So Devin Haney said, 70 clean times. And Mauricio Sulaiman says, 70 negative times, right? The thing is, the fact remains is that the World Boxing Council, they don't uphold their own rules. They don't uphold no rules. They don't force no rules. With that said, it's just comical to me. I'm going to read to you. This is what Mauricio Sulaiman said. He goes, hello, champ. Why are you involving your problems with the WBC of yours and multiple Vada testing, right? Going back and forth with Ryan. Devin Haney responded and said, my problems aren't with the WBC. This is knowledge to me that all my Vada testing were being uploaded to the WBC, in which all my Vada testing were being paid out of pocket by me to try to change the sport of boxing and make it much safer. Ryan is running from the fact that Vada is the most stringent testing, especially year-around testing, more importantly, right? I understand when I fought in the typical 8 to 10 week period, my tests were being uploaded, but I'm talking about the span of 365 program. That's what Devin Haney said. Mauricio says the WBC clean boxing program began over 10 years ago. Unique programming in the world, the most unique program in the world, and is administered by Vada Testing. All champions and top 15 rated must enroll and are subject to random testing. Have mandated testing on specific cases and contracted testing by promoters for fights. Devin Haney has been tested more than 70 times, always negative results. So Devin Haney said, exactly, 70 times, all negative. Then he puts the strong arm emoji. Mauricio Sulaiman tried to pretend. This is why these sanction bodies are not good for the sport of boxing. He was going to attempt to pretend that he upholds and pushes for testing 365. And Devin Haney said, no, I pay for that testing 365. You do it for 8 to 10 week span when we got to fight, period. Boxing is diabolical, man. It's the Wild Wild West, bro. It's the Wild Wild West. Let me know what y'all think about this, though, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.